What's up guys, it's Jordan here and I'm back with another video. It's been a while since I've done an intro like that saying wazam instead of what's up guys or hey guys. But yeah, trying to be a little different, you know. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be another one of my political commentary type videos. I'm not sure what I'm going to call these type of videos on my channel yet, but I'll figure something out. It'll probably be in the title. Yeah, but today is going to be about a difficult topic, like I said, and like you can tell by the title, gun control. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button so you can be a part of the JustJordy fam, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time that I upload. So let's get started. So I'm filming this video on Monday, August 5th. It is one day after the Dayton, Ohio shooting and 2 days after the El Paso, Texas shooting. Okay, and so I have my notes right here like always. I did a lot of research last night because I don't want to come in here talking about such a serious and such a controversial topic and not know what I'm talking about. So like I said, I'm filming this on August 5th, 2019. It is currently the 217th day of the year, and there have been a total of 250 mass shootings thus far, including 5 high-profile rampages just in the past 9 days. And in those 5 rampages, over 100 people were shot. So just in the past 9 days alone, there have been 5 high-profile shootings where over 100 people have been shot. And these are the Dayton, Ohio shooting, which happened yesterday, which killed 9 people and injured 27. The El Paso, Texas shooting, which killed 20 people and injured 26. The Gilroy Garlic Festival that happened in San Francisco last weekend killed 3 people, injured 15. A Brooklyn block party which killed 1 and injured 11. And then in South Haven, Mississippi at a Walmart which killed 2 people and injured 2 people. And I will link all my sources to the articles and things that I read down below too, so you can go fact check, you can go because I'm not mentioning all the information because this video will be super long, but you can go read up on your own and look at the facts. Okay, so according to Gun Violence Archive, they report that 33,028 total shooting incidents in 2019 alone, resulting in 8,734 deaths and 17,308 injuries. Okay, so that is according to the Gun Violence Archive. That's the reports for 2019 alone. I just want to start the conversation so we can have a conversation about gun control and what you believe the solutions to gun control are. I researched some things, and so these are solutions that I've heard different government officials giving for gun control. I was watching the news all day yesterday doing research, and this is what I kept hearing. So the red flag law, which basically if an individual goes out and is trying to buy a gun, there are red flags that pops up if the person trying to buy a gun, say they have a criminal background or they have a history of mental illness or anything like that in their background, then a red flag will pop up when they try to buy a gun and preventing them from buying a gun. So that is the red flag law. Mandatory background checks. A ban on assault weapons. There's no reason for an individual to have an assault weapon when you're not in war. These are war weapons, and we're not in war in America, so we don't need those war weapons, or we don't need assault weapons. You don't need that to hunt. You don't need that for self-defense. It's unnecessary. A ban on high-capacity magazines. So magazines are basically like you can use to attach to your gun. I'm not a gun expert. I'm not claiming to be a gun expert, but it holds a lot of ammunition, so you don't have to like spend time reloading and stuff like that. Yeah, it just holds like a lot of ammunition at once, so there's no need for that. Why do we need 100 rounds of ammunition? Like I said, we're not in war. It's unnecessary. To lift the age to buy a gun from 18 to 21. I believe that this is so outrageous and egregious that I'm 20 right now. I turned 21 in 2 months in October. And it's so outrageous to me that I can go out and buy a gun, but I can't go to my local bar and have a margarita. That is just so outrageous to me. That is so, like, what? What? That makes absolutely no sense. I can't, as a 20-year-old, I can't even rent a car. I can't rent a car, but I can own a gun. I can't buy a drink, but I can own a gun. As a 20-year-old, I can't even go on a cruise without someone that is 25 and over. So I can't go on a cruise by myself, but I can buy a gun. This absolutely makes no sense to me. And tell me, it can't make sense to people out there. It can't make sense no matter what side you're on. If you're Democratic, if you're Republican, this just doesn't make sense. So those are some of the arguments, or some of the precautions that people want to make for gun control. And the word gun control has a bad connotation. Probably should have mentioned this in the first sentence. The gun control isn't against the Second Amendment for your right to bear arms. The gun control is the regulations that I just read you to regulate the purchasing of guns in the United States of America. It's not trying to take away guns at all. Not whatsoever. It's just trying to add regulations and guidelines and restrictions so that buying a gun isn't as easy as walking into an academy and picking out something you want to buy or ordering one off Amazon. Like, come on now. So now we're going to go into some statistics about school shootings, because personally this is something that is very near and dear to my heart and I'm very passionate about. So one of the most high profile, the first and the most high profile school shootings was Columbine, which happened in Colorado at Columbine High School. It happened on April 20th, 1999. It killed a total of 13 people, 12 students and 1 adult. So that happened April 20th, 1999. I was born October 26th, 1988. So I was almost 6 months when Columbine happened. So I don't really remember it. I mean, I was 6 months old. I don't remember it at all. But I've watched news stories, documentaries, and all the stuff about Columbine. So my generation, Generation Z, born from 1995 to 2015, we have never known a world where we weren't concerned about going to school and getting shot. I just have never known that. I've always had, from kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade, we had drills that we would do, like just like fire drills. In case of fire, we go outside and do this stuff. We had mass school shooting drills where we would turn all the lights off, lock the doors, hide under desks, find closets and hiding spaces that we would be able to hide in if a school shooter were to come in and shoot up our entire school. It's crazy to me that I've never lived in a world where that wasn't a possibility in the back of my head, thinking that I can go to school and possibly not go back home because someone decided to come in my school with an AK-47 or some mass huge assault rifle with 100 rounds of ammunition, and I wind up dead. And my dad is a middle school principal, so he's in school every day. He's been in school every day for the past 20 years. And that's always a concern of mine as well, because it doesn't just happen in high schools. We saw it happen at Sandy Hook Elementary School, which is the next school I'm going to talk about. So this is the first school shooting that I actually remember happening. I was in 8th grade. I remember the exact day it happened on. I was getting ready for my winter dance recital. And so Sandy Hook Elementary happened on December 14th, 2012. It killed a total of 26 people, 20 children from the ages of 6 to 7. 20 children from ages of 6 to 7. That's first graders, 20 first graders, and then 6 adult staff. So, I mean, these are children. They don't have any political affiliation. They're not Democrat, they're not Republican, they're not independent, they're not progressive, they're not alt-right, they're not alt-left. They're children. They don't have a right to vote, so they can't vote on issues that ultimately killed them. They don't have the ability to vote on gun control laws that could have saved their lives. None of these children did. High school, middle school, elementary school, none of these children had the ability to vote for laws that ultimately could have saved. Like I was saying, they didn't have the right to vote for these issues that could have saved their lives. It's up to us, up to the people that are supposed to be taking care of these children, that are supposed to be looking after our children. It's up to all Americans over the age of 18 to take care of these children. And then last I'm going to talk about the Marjory Stoneman Douglas high school shooting that happened in Parkland, Florida on February 14th, 2018, killing 17 students and staff and injuring 17 others. So what's really unique about the Parkland school shooting is that the students really took a stand and revolted against and came together and are continuously trying to make a difference to have gun control laws in America. I watched a video when I was doing this research of Cameron, which is a student, a survivor of the Parkland shooting, talking to Senator Ted Cruz, or not Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is the senator of Texas, but talking to Senator Marco Rubio of Florida, asking if he would continue to take money from the NRA, which is the National Rifle Association, if he would continue to take campaign money from them. And Marco Rubio ultimately answered yes. I'll link the video and the article all down below. Like, these issues affect everyone, no matter what race you are, no matter how old you are, no matter your political affiliation. It affects everyone. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to why, like, all these shootings happen, and after the shootings happen, people are like, what can we do? What is it or do? And you continuously see the left fighting for these issues, fighting for gun control. So what is happening? Why is nothing happening? It's been 20 years since Columbine. Why has nothing happened yet? Why do we continuously see these mass shootings, these school shootings? Why hasn't anyone taken a stance? Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about why. So the NRA, like I mentioned, is the National Rifle Association. And they have a lot of power over Congress. They have a lot of money, which means they have a lot of power. More than half of the congressional incumbents have gotten money and organizational help from the NRA. And many members have a long-standing financial relationship with the NRA. So there are a total of 535 members of Congress, so this includes the Senate and the House of Representatives, and 307 have received either direct campaign contributions or benefited from the independent NRA spending. So this is according to a CNN article that I read, that I'll link down below as well, like I said. But these aren't just Republicans. These aren't just people on the right. These are also Democrats. It's far more Republicans than Democrats, but it's still people on both sides. So only 6 Republicans in Congress haven't received NRA contributions. Have not. So, and there are 24 Democrats that have received. So on the flip side, 6 Republicans have not, and 24 Democrats have. Again, there are a total of 535 people in Congress. So that's all the stats I have in my notebook, just to give you some information about the history of school shootings and my personal history with living in this generation, going to public school, having that fear in the back of my head every single day that I could go to school and get shot and not ever return back home. My concern for my dad that works in the public schools every single day, showing you the restrictions that people have proposed for gun control and things like that, and why it's been 20 years since Columbine and still nothing has happened to put these restrictions into place. So again, I am not claiming to know everything there is about gun control or school shootings or even the NRA, government, anything like that. I'm just making this video so we can start a healthy conversation, especially among my fellow Generation Zers. Let's have a conversation down in the comment box below about what you think about gun control, what you think we can do about all these mass shootings that are happening, all these school shootings that are happening in our country right now, because we are in a crisis. I believe that everyone can agree that we are in a crisis, but what do you guys think that we should do? Also, you can post anything on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook with the hashtag #NextEra. I made a whole video about what the hashtag #NextEra means. It's a hashtag that I came up with. ERA stands for Equal Rights Advocates. So we are the next equal rights advocates. Generation Z, it's our time to stand up and do amazing things. The conversation starts here. We need to go out. We need to make a difference. Talking is a start, but we really need to go out and vote, and that's how we're going to make a difference for the world and for America, for our future and for the future to come. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said, let's have a conversation down below. I'll keep an open mind, you keep an open mind. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button so you can be a part of this JustJordy fam. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time that I upload. Follow me on my social medias, always linked down below. Hashtag #NextEra. And until next time, bye guys.